In 2023, the Geely Auto Group sold around 1.6 million cars worldwide. This year, they're on track to double that number. Everyone is sleeping on the fastest growing large conglomerate in the world. They probably shouldn't be. Within the space of 12 months, Geely Auto has become a global hegemon. When it comes to car sales, it's the fastest growing large car company in the world, and it is disrupting even BYD. Looking at their sales figures over the past few months, you can see a staggering rise in the EV sales of Geely. Here's what's been happening. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Geely has seen record high sales in September. And this comes up to record high sales for not basically, but actually every single month of this year and every single month of last year. So Geely is not slowing down anytime soon. Geely sold 273,000 vehicles in September. That does not include Volvo or its other sub-brands, just the Geely Group brands that are based in China. That means its sales increased by 35% year on year and 9% month over month. Doesn't sound great, does it? But here's the thing. Geely Galaxy, Geely's main car brand, sold a record 121,000 vehicles in September, a 131% increase year on year, and a 9% increase versus the previous month. Originally launched as a new product lineup on the 23rd of February 2023, the Geely Galaxy brand was elevated to a standalone brand on the 3rd of March this year. Sales of the Geometry lineup, which is was a separate brand, have now been consolidated under Geely Galaxy since October 2024. CNEV Post says that including Geely Galaxy, the Geely brand recorded September sales of 222,000, up 43% year on year. Now, this is in a month where BYD sales went down by 5% worldwide and down by nearly 10% in China. The Zeekr brand sold 18,300 vehicles in September, and Lynk Co sold 33,000 vehicles. Geely Auto achieved battery electric vehicle sales of 99,500 in September. That is growth of 55% year on year, and it's up 6.6% versus the previous month. You can see from this chart here, from CNF Post, just what's happening with Geely's EV sales, how every month this year has been far higher than every month of last year. Plug-in hybrid sales reached a record 65,600 in September, surging 146% year on year and 22% versus the previous month. Interestingly, plug-in hybrid sales for BYD fell by 26% last month, whilst Geely's hit record highs. Interestingly though, BYD and Geely's EV sales are both increasing substantially and are up massively versus last year. BYD's electric car sales have grown on average by around 28% over the past 3 months versus last year. Geely Auto exported 41,000 vehicles in September, up 3.8% and up 13% versus the previous month. So you can see Geely Auto's exports haven't really grown all that much. Their real growth has just come from the Chinese car market. Its domestic sales in China reached 232,500 in September, rising 43% year on year and 8.6% versus the previous month. In 2023, Geely Auto sold a total of 1,686,000 vehicles. In 2024, they sold 2,176,000, so a rise of around 500,000 units. Now the question is, what are they going to do this year? Geely set a 2025 sales target of 2.7 million vehicles. That would be a 25% increase over 2024. However, they're actually on track to sell 3 to 3.2 million cars this year, which would be a pretty big increase over 2 years ago. That means they will have approximately doubled their sales from 2023. I've been saying for a long time now that Geely is maybe the next BYD. I think Geely and BYD are going to be the two biggest car makers in the world within the next 10 years. Now, I could be wrong, but it really looks like things are heading that way. And if you have a look at some of the technology of Geely's new cars, some of the new Zeekr cars, some of the new Lynk Co cars, we're talking about plug-in hybrids with 500 kilowatt charging speed and EV-only range of over 400 kilometers, 900 volt platforms. Some of their EVs are, well, for one, they have the best-selling EV in China this year, the Geely Geome Xingyuan. They are currently just unstoppable. That said, there are some other brands, some smaller ones, that are coming up as well. Elite Motor sales are up by more than 100%. Xiaopeng or Xpeng, their sales are up by more than 200% this year. Thanks for watching. The Sydney EV International Motor Show. If you want to get a 50% discount on your tickets, all you got to do, click the link in the description and use the promotion code that's in the description. Just copy and paste that. Now, I should mention there's only 200 tickets available per day. So if you go to use the promo code and you can't get a ticket, wait till the next day. Don't wait until the day before the show to get your tickets, because otherwise you'll probably miss out on getting the 50% discount. Geely, you need to pay me for saying this. I'm joking. Geely have just updated the EX5, which is one of my top 5 recommendations for buying. Buy is basically one of the 5 best value electric cars you can buy now. This new update, it's been seen in China, but I know where the factory is in China. I've seen it, and it builds the same cars for other countries as it does as for China. Therefore, very likely that these upgrades will come to Australia, Europe, other markets where you can buy the Geely EX5, and it's a pretty good upgrade. I shouldn't say upgrade. It's a new model, a new version of the EX5. And it's the version I would be waiting for personally. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to have you with us. I'm Sam Evans. And yesterday I saw one of these cars driving in my local town for the first time ever. My local town is full of a lot of bogans, people who hate electric cars, but there's clearly some people who don't hate them. I don't know if this person was from my local town here in Newcastle, but I saw one of these, a Geely EX5 in white. And I have to admit, it just looked a little odd. I don't know why it looked a little odd. I've seen them in person. I've driven them. I've driven around racetracks in China.